Be honest with me for a second. Have you ever studied for hours, closed your book, and realized your brain remembered nothing? Like your eyes were on the page, but your mind was on tomorrow's deadline, your phone, or that one message you didn't reply to. Yeah, that feeling hurts. What's crazy is this. The students who get top grades, build skills fast, and still have free time, they're not smarter. They're not grinding harder. They're learning differently. And once you see how, you'll never study the same way again. Let me show you 6 ways high-performing students learn faster without working harder. And stay with me. Number 4 is the one almost nobody uses, but it changes everything. First rule, stop rereading. Rereading feels productive, but it's a trap. Your brain loves familiarity. You see the sentence again and think, oh yeah, I know this. But knowing it on the page isn't the same as knowing it in your head. Top students do this instead. They read once, close the book, and ask, what do I remember? Even if it's messy, even if it's wrong, that tiny moment of struggle is where learning actually happens. So tonight, after one page, close it and explain it out loud like you're teaching a friend. If you can't explain it, you don't know it yet. And here's the twist. This leads perfectly into the next habit.
Second, they study in short, intense bursts. Not 5 hours, not all night. 20 to 30 minutes, fully focused, then they stop. Why? Because your brain isn't a marathon runner, it's a sprinter. Think about it. After 40 minutes, you're studying, but really you're scrolling, rereading, zoning out, panicking. High performers use a simple rule. Set a timer for 25 minutes. One task, no phone. Then walk away. It sounds too easy, which is exactly why it works. But here's the question nobody asks. What should you do inside those 25 minutes? That's where this gets powerful. Third, they learn by testing themselves before they feel ready. Most people wait until the end to test. Top students test from the beginning. They do practice questions early. They try problems before mastering the topic. They make mistakes on purpose. Because every mistake tells your brain, pay attention. This matters. Next time you study, don't start with notes. Start with a question. Fail it, then learn the answer. It feels uncomfortable, and that's how you know it's working. But there's one mental shift that makes this twice as effective, and almost no one talks about it. Fourth, they separate learning from performance. This one is huge. Most students study like they're being judged. They avoid hard questions. They avoid looking dumb. They stick to what feels safe. High performers do the opposite. They give themselves permission to be bad, in private. They treat studying like a gym. You don't walk into a gym expecting to lift your max weight. You train. So create a no-pressure zone. Messy notes, wrong answers, zero perfection. Ironically, this is what makes their real exams, presentations, and projects feel easy. And once you remove pressure, your brain suddenly learns faster. But there's still one problem. You forget things fast, unless you do this. Fifth, they use spaced repetition without overthinking it. You don't need fancy apps. You don't need complex systems. Here's the simple version. Review the same material briefly across multiple days. 10 minutes today, 5 minutes tomorrow, 2 minutes next week. Each time you come back, your brain goes, oh, we're keeping this. Instead of cramming the night before and forgetting everything after the test. If you've ever felt burnout after studying, this is why. Which brings us to the final habit, the one that keeps them consistent when everyone else quits. Sixth, they protect their energy, not their time. Most people say, I don't have time. High performers say, I don't have energy. They don't study when they're exhausted. They study when their brain is awake. For some, that's early morning. For others, late night.
They know their peak hours and they defend them. So stop forcing productivity at your lowest point. One focused hour at the right time beats 4 tired hours any day. And here's the real secret. Once learning feels lighter, you stop procrastinating, because your brain no longer associates studying with pain.
So here's your challenge. Tonight, don't study harder, study smarter. One short session, close the book, explain it out loud, make mistakes, walk away. That's it. If this helped you even a little, don't save it for later. Try it today. We're not here to burn out. We're here to level up together.